what is your name completely? Because I cannot say your last name. It's hard for me.
Bill Zafiropoulos.
Bill Zafiropoulos. Did I say it correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I understand that you've been here for a while now. So I'm in Puerto Rico doing what you're doing. You just had a great time in the gym right now with some salsa.
My family's been here since 1970.
Okay.
And I came here in 1970, went back after I finished studying at university.
Okay.
Went back to New York, worked at corrections for about 7 years, then came back.
Okay.
And then opened up the Taekwondo school, which initially was the first concept. Then we started with the aerobics, kickboxing, Zumba class, and different type of activities for the family.
So when you started the gym here, you thought it was just for sport?
Yeah, right.
And then other things start coming up?
Yes, because I wanted it to be a family thing. And not all the parents wanted to do sport, but the dancing was cool.
So you're saying that it's important for the kids to come here too?
Obviously.
Okay.
It's a family type of concept.
Right.
And it's promoting health, it's promoting physical fitness, and it also works as prevention. See, when I worked in corrections with the adolescents, I realized that a lot of them were good kids, but they didn't have this. You know what I'm saying? That's all they knew, and they got in trouble.
Right.
So I feel that having the kids here and having the family here, it gives them the opportunity, you know, to have a different perspective in life and live a healthier life and more united family.
Right.
Yeah.
And so how long you been in this town with this gym?
Since 1990, because it's a fun job, you know?
Right.
Corrections was a stressful job.
Right.
You know, it was wonderful, but it was stressful.
Right.
And this is wonderful and not stressful. So I hope to live a longer life.
Yes. Well, I think you could live a longer life doing what you're doing. I mean, I mean, you told me your age and I was like, nah, you're lying to me. Yeah. And that's the most important thing, the health.
Exactly.
The health issue right now. So I say that many people in Puerto Rico are in the streets right now doing drugs and everything. Could this change your life?
Of course it could. Of course it could. I can tell you thousands of students have been to the school, and when you look at their history, they've become excellent citizens. Some of them doctors, lawyers, and you know, not necessarily you have to be a doctor, lawyer to be an excellent citizen, but they've become good human beings, you know, doing what they like to do and being productive. And some of them have been champions nationally, internationally, you know, and that's something that they're always going to do. 5 students come out of here for the Olympic Training Center. Our time being 20 years, which is a pretty good record. This is a special program that they live at the Olympic Training Center, and they had the talent to be part of that program.
So let me ask you a question, Bill. Let's say myself, people look at me, they might say, oh, look at that guy, he looks like he's a drug addict. I get that a lot because of my tattoos appearance. If somebody comes here from the streets and you know that he's a drug addict, he has an addiction, what's the first thing you're going to tell him? He wants to come train and change his life. What will you do?
Well, you know what? I've had people in situations, and I've taken them here because when I was in corrections, I worked a program called Promesa. And through that program, I helped a lot of youth rehabilitate their life. So I kind of have that experience of being able to take kids that have problems and try to turn them around. And it has worked. You know, the sports, the environment, you know, treating them with you know, treating them special, making them feel special. It's gonna bring up their self-esteem and say, well, you know what, this is a better life. You know, how much more experience could I've had to work in corrections with adolescents with different kind of situations, social kids that had money, that didn't have money but got caught up in drugs, and the drugs messed up their life. You know, and so I've had kids come here that have problems with drugs or have the possibility of falling in that kind of atmosphere. But being in this environment, having the privileges of traveling with me out of Puerto Rico because they're doing well in the sport.
Oh, so you guys travel?
At least twice a year, and we have an event that we host every year. It's called Los Gallitos Olímpicos, and we're known because that event has been around for 19 years. It's the biggest event in the Caribbean, and now we have Los Gallitos Olímpicos de Puerto Rico y Los Gallitos Olímpicos Dominicanos. So other countries have wanted to take Los Gallitos Olímpicos to their country because it's very particular.
So that came from here, Los Gallitos.
Right, because the rooster symbolizes that Puerto Rican sport.
Right.
You know, la pelea de gallos.
Pelea de gallos.
So I took la pelea de gallos and I said, wow, this is great. I went to La Gallera, you see them fighting like they were kicking. I said, you know what? I can do something like that. So if you look at my posters, a lot of them you see the gallito dressed up with a taekwondo uniform. So I made the gallito as popular as Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck.
That's great, Bill. I enjoy seeing what you was doing. I enjoy talking to you. Keep up the good work. I feel proud when I come to San Germán because you're still here.
Thank you.
And I'm sure a lot of people, you know, the self-esteem issue, that's the biggest thing.
Right.
If you have good self-esteem, you can do a lot in life.
Exactly.
If your self-esteem is low, come to the gym with Bill. And you can come out a different person. Thanks a lot, Bill. God bless you, brother.